The same day repeated for 1,000 years. A few moments later, a man said to Wu Chen and Oliver Savoy, "Hey," as he holds two beautiful ladies and said, "Buddy, this place is pretty great, huh? The hospitality here is really something else. It's awesome." And he goes back to his room. Wu Chen said, "I didn't expect there to be other guests." Oliver Savoy said, "What are those three up to? Why are they so happy?" Wu Chen said, "They're off to do what we didn't get to do today. Of course they're happy." Oliver Savoy blushed and looks at Wu Chen and said, "Wu Chen, if you want, we could, right now." As Wu Chen holds Oliver Savoy's head, he said, "Didn't you say you wanted to go into town and see where your mom used to live? Let's go." "Thank you, Wu Chen." As they walked outside, Wu Chen said to himself, no one's stopping us, and no one's following or watching us. It seems Ezio's being straight with Oliver. Parmesan cheese? How unique. Ah Huang runs and said, "Huff, huff, I can't take it. I still have to go buy a ton of parts to build this computer myself. The problem is, I'm missing a bunch of parts, so I have to make do with what I've got. Here, this is yours. Thanks. Don't worry though. Once I find Wu Chen, I'll definitely pay you back," as she throws her card. Richie Ario said, "Hee," as he sweats. Father of Sarah said, "Sorry, little bro. We'll let you go when this is over. For now, I'm gonna need you to cooperate," as he points his gun at Richie Ario's back. Richie Ario sweats. "I'm missing a couple pieces of gear, but this should be enough." "Okay, time to speed things up. They won't let me in, huh? Just you wait." A few moments later at night, the beautiful ladies roam the mansion. Hyde Alto Savoy said, "Oliver, how is it? Are there any dishes you like? If you like something, eat up. All of you look sharp. Take good care of our honored guest. Ooh, the last time I ate a meal with family like this was over 40 years ago. Ah, such is life. Our ancestors were driven from this country like stray dogs. They all thought they were simply moving to a new place, that they could go on living just as they always had. The main family line, like mine, could rely on our ancestral property, barely getting by pawning things off, but the branch families had it much worse. Take your mother's family, for example. They had no choice but to swallow their pride and seek refuge with distant relatives in another country, living under someone else's roof. Especially after your mother was born, they were reduced to little more than servants in our great-uncle's house, forced to do all manner of menial chores. As Oliver Savoy's grandmother said, "Look, there's still dust here. How many times have you mopped? A common servant could do a better job than you, couldn't they? Are you stupid, or do you still think you're of noble blood?" Hyde Alto Savoy said, "It wasn't until my parents took me to visit our great-uncle's house, at the very moment your mother and her family were being forced to serve tea, that your grandmother, the shame of being treated differently, for her impure bloodline, broke her spirit. She went completely mad. Your mother couldn't take it either, so she ran away from home. We only heard later that, 20 years ago, she joined some Brits organizing an expedition for noble elites to the prehistoric world. She thought if she got the generous reward from the event, she could come back and start a new life. But man proposes, God disposes. Well, all those unpleasant things are in the past. Don't just listen to me talk. Eat something. Oh, right. There's a special dish I remember you love. Bring it out." As a sexy servant brings out a dish, she slowly opens it, and Oliver Savoy was shocked as a Japanese dish was served. "Oh, it's this. Haha, it looks so familiar. Wu Chen, do you want some?" It does look familiar, but no thank you." Oliver Savoy started to eat the Japanese dish as Wu Chen smiled and thought to himself that he avoided the dish in secret. The dinner ended on a pleasant note. Wu Chen, alone in the room, said to himself, "I haven't seen Oliver smile like that in a long time. Maybe leaving Oliver here would be the better choice." Suddenly, pounding noises were heard. A lady, exhausted, said, "Han." Wu Chen said to himself, "That sound, it's from next door. Oh, it's that buddy I ran into earlier. I'm usually the one in the fight. Listening to someone else's battle is actually pretty interesting. Sounds like the guy's got some decent moves. Right now, that sounds like the position Rong and I use when the three of us are together." The lady said, "Wait, like this? That's right. Let's switch again. This move takes a lot of skill. One wrong move, and it's game over." 10 minutes later, Wu Chen said to himself, "It's over already? That buddy's stamina is pretty weak. I'm getting a little sleepy. I should get some rest." Suddenly, Wu Chen heard a splatter and opened his eyes in shock. He sat up and heard, slice, thump. That sound from before, a knife stabbing into someone. and what followed was a muffled whimper from a covered mouth and the thud of a body falling. Wu Chen got out of bed and tried to gently open the door. The voice said, "I wonder if this guy will satisfy E. Let's get to work. We need to clean this up, quickly." As Wu Chen smelled some iron in the air, he said to himself, "There's no mistaking it. This smell, it's blood." The next day, Wu Chen came out of the room. "Oliver's been quiet. She's probably still resting. I'll let her be. Time to do some investigating on my own. This must be the room of that guy from yesterday." As he heard the door opening, Wu Chen was shocked. A blonde lady with a huge chest said, "Huh?" Wu Chen sweated and said, "The young man who was with you." The lady with blue hair said, "He left first thing this morning." As they locked the room, the lady said, "Please, make yourself at home. Just call if you need anything. We'll get." Wu Chen said to himself, "First thing this morning? He's already gone? They're not even trying to stop me, and this is getting weirder. As Wu Chen looks at the lady still practicing ballet, the lady smiled at him. Wu Chen walks around as the ladies mop the floor, and they also smiled at him. He remains silent. A lady cooking said, "Is something wrong?" "It's nothing. Don't mind me, you're busy." Outside, a lady cuts the flowers. "Sir, is there something I did wrong with the trimming?" No, I'm just looking around." Wu Chen said to himself, "Nothing seems suspicious, other than the fact that everyone is all smiles." As a man looks at Wu Chen snooping around the mansion, he stares at Wu Chen. "A whole morning, and I found nothing." Oliver Savoy in her room said, "Wu Chen, you're back." And she puts a crown of flowers on Wu Chen's head. "Oliver, what is this?" "You're the one who asked the chef to make that dish from the island for me yesterday, right?" Thank you. "That dish? I thought you were the one who asked for it." Huh? I didn't." As Wu Chen and Oliver Savoy were silent, Wu Chen said to himself, "So, how did they know what Oliver used to eat on the island? Has he been spying on her this whole time? Or maybe, was it all a complete fabrication?" Oliver Savoy said, "Could it be?" As Wu Chen stopped her from speaking, he said, "Something is wrong here. Let's pretend everything is normal. I will go investigate tonight. Take care of yourself." "Okay, don't worry about me." At night, a lady walks in the halls. As she looks behind, she continues to walk. Wu Chen said to himself, "Where is she rushing off to in the middle of the night?" A small door by the main gate. It leads to a basement, perfectly placed in a blind spot. I completely missed it this morning. As the blonde lady meets the blue-haired lady said, "The master is waiting for you." "Master?" They've always called Ezio E. Who is this master they're suddenly talking about? The lady said, "Master E is here." Master E said, "Is it handled?" The blonde lady said, "Yes, it's been taken care of. You've done well. It is our greatest happiness to serve you, master, with the very flesh and blood of our wombs." Hyde Alto Savoy moves, and Master E said, "Don't rush, we have Oliver. We can worry about the key later." True, securing Oliver's body is the most important thing. The fetal blood you've all contributed has kept me alive until now, and with Oliver in my grasp, once the brain transplant surgery is complete, I will have a beautiful new body and restore my great family, and you all shall witness history in the making. Wu Chen said to himself, "That old hag, she actually wants to transplant her brain into Oliver's body to prolong her life. Oliver's in danger. We can't stay here a second longer. I have to get her out now." Suddenly, the guard with a mustache holds a sword to Wu Chen's throat, saying, "Now that you've seen all this, you aren't going anywhere." Wu Chen sweats and said to himself, "Darn it, I was careless." Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.